drivers earn more for delivery, right? So let me actually show you the app, and I'll just walk you through our normal end-to-end flow. So let me switch here.
Yeah, our setup is a little different than a restaurant just because we don't have a storefront quite yet. Quite yet.
Exactly. Yeah, I was going through your flow. I saw the Google form, and how they make the request through the website and things like that. It's a lot. It's some manual steps in there. So what we want to do is pretty much take the manual steps out and make things more easier for you, right?
Yeah.
So let me actually just show you what our typical process looks like. I'll post this. And so on my screen now, you'll see three different screens. I'll be seeing the driver, the customer, and the restaurant today.
Okay.
So on the very left side here, you'll see the driver's view, right? If you can see me scroll through now. So they'll be able to order food from this screen. On the right side is the restaurant dashboard. So this is what you'll be looking at when you log in every day.
Okay.
In the middle here, we have a simulated iOS app environment, right? So we can view the app. So let me go ahead and get started. So first, I'll just go ahead and place an order as a customer. I already have a restaurant set up here.
Okay.
So let me just find it. It'll bring up the menu. We'll go ahead and we'll add the margarita pizza to our order here. Go into our cart. And as you can see, it gives you the subtotal, tax, delivery fee, and then the total. Then we'll go ahead and push confirm. And you can also put special instructions in here for delivery as well.
Okay.
You have our address in there. Okay. We'll push confirm. And I'll just zoom in here too so you can see a little bit. You can see everything. All right. And I'll go ahead and push submit. And so you'll see new order placed, and you'll also get a notification ding letting you know that new order was placed. Or we'll have to go ahead and pay for that order after they place it. So they'll go ahead and pay. Now, before the order is paid for, it will be your new orders tab. Once it's paid for, it'll go into this tab here called info. Right, and then you'll click into your order, see it's been accepted. You see more details on your side about the total charge, restaurant gross items. I'll get this a little bit bigger. Credit card fee because we process everything through Stripe. Also, you can assign your driver. Right, so I'll go ahead and click here. Now, this is a test feature for now. You won't have to go on the map and actually choose your driver. You just have a list. Right, we'll click assign. I'll assign it to myself.
Okay.
Harvest been returned. Another notification. All good there. Here, essentially, driver sort of the wheel. So I'll go.
Does it give it like an estimated like delivery time? Or I guess my biggest concern is, like I said, because we don't have like fixed store hours. That I want to see how we can make it to where, okay, we're making boards from, I don't know, people can order from 11 to 5, on specific days, or maybe on the weekends, maybe on Saturdays we might be open longer or later or earlier.
Right. Yeah, so what I was actually talking to him just now because I was preparing for this demo to be at 10 o'clock my time. It's 9 a.m. I'm over in Arizona.
Okay.
So what I was doing was I was preparing for a flow that more so matches what your experience would be, because this is a typical, restaurant end-to-end experience, right? I understand your flow is going to be. I actually have some notes because I was going through your site. Your flow is sort of going to look something more like, I can explain it to you, but I don't have visuals to match.
Well, we'll go through the process. Sorry, I got ahead of myself.
Okay, you want to go through our end-to-end flow first? But we can get to that. I had a plan. I wanted to, because there's more to talk about with your flow. Let me just go ahead and get through this here. I'll just show you. On the driver's side, they'll receive a push notification that they have a new order. It's going to show very far because I'm off in Arizona. Uh,
Okay.
and so you'll be able to see the order here. Then you can accept it. You can view the order details as well and sort of view your fees and everything like that, how much the order is worth. You can also cancel the order as well. I have it grayed out for now. Then we'll go ahead and accept. Everyone is notified every time an action happens with the order, so we know what's going on. Then we'll navigate to the restaurant as a traveler. Okay, we'll pick up the order. There will be image verification in this flow as well. That's for this demo, not included, just for the sake of time. And we'll navigate to the customer house address and we'll deliver the order. And I said the process, everyone is updated, so you understand exactly what's happening at each step. That's our typical just restaurant info at a very basic level.
Mhm.
Getting more into what your flow would look like. Your current flow is like we mentioned, split between the website, the form, and like a manual follow-up.
Mhm.
What we could pretty much turn that into is like one clean branded flow with the customer books, either through our app or maybe even on your website. Chooses the delivery window like they do, and then the delivery gets scheduled properly for the right day via our platform. We'll see, can accept that order as soon as it gets puts out, and um, it'll go into their scheduled order queue, right? So they don't have to deliver it right away.
Okay.
Because not every order is going to be the same day for a business like yours, right?
Right.
So the order is pretty much going to be queued for fulfillment instead of being treated like an immediate restaurant order. The benefit for you is you don't have to sort through form submissions. You can just view all of your scheduled orders in one place, see what's today versus what future events you might have planned, and kind of just adjust accordingly and prep based on that. And so I mentioned the driver side already. Also, too, another note I wanted to mention was for your business. I noticed that you guys use a cooler for delivery. So for our drivers, it wouldn't be something where we would have every driver be eligible for your deliveries, right? It will be something where they would have to be verified first to make sure they actually have the equipment, like the cooler bag and the proper spacing to be able to properly place this delivery in their vehicle and get it from point A to point B in one piece, right? So quality control is going to be something that we have to make sure is important for a business like yours as well. So
Yeah, and there's some items, and depending on the distance and what the weather's like, we sometimes travel without a cooler. But say like midsummer, and we're going somewhere, definitely a cooler, because once those cheeses and meats hit like the sun, like that's it. Like the color changes, like the cheese start looking like moist. It's really crazy how fast it changes.
yeah, this is fresh, very fresh food, so yeah, it is important. So yeah, so I did take that into account. Like I said, I just recently went into you guys' flow and saw, because I was prepared to just do a regular demo, and I was like, oh, we need to pivot because they're not a restaurant per se, right? You can actually have a demo catered to what that would look like for you that you can actually try out yourself. I can just kind of walk you through. I want to say I can have that. I was preparing to do it today, but I can have this week at your convenience whenever you guys had time for a follow-up meeting. Just so you can know exactly what it would look like for your business before you proceed further.
Yeah, definitely. And then you mentioned about, I mean, I would love for them to order from your app.
From our app, okay.
Just so that I guess maybe even for you guys, it's more consistent and, like it's more streamlined. I get a lot of contact us from our website, and they fill out the Google form, but I eventually have to go back and reply, and then they come back, and then but if it's from your app where they select what they're wanting, if we can make sure we have the date, they know they take care of payment there, and everything is handled through there, that'd be much one less thing for me to have to worry about.
Gotcha. Yeah, of course. That's understandable. Yeah, and that makes things easier for us as well. Um, so yeah, was there any other notes or preferences that maybe you wanted to add based on what you saw?
I don't think. I know that maybe we're not as busy as we could be because we currently don't have, like a delivery person. It's just my husband and I. And I was telling Mauro that, most of the time our time is like super valuable because we're trying to grow the business and he's doing the boards and I'm trying to do everything else. That when we do deliveries, we charge like a big amount. And I know not everyone can, cover the cost. So they end up not going forward or they end up not even ordering because they're just like, or they say, I'm just going to pick up, but I know it's an inconvenience. So if we can really make it work to where it makes sense for the customers and us, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited as well. I think we can make it make sense. I think the first thing, I think from a pricing standpoint, it's going to make sense for you. I just want to make sure that from a technical standpoint, that I'm confident that we can, like I said, we can cater our app to your needs. I just want to make sure that we can show you that first, because I like to lead with the work already completed. That's just how I like to work. But yeah, like I said, if you want to schedule a follow-up meeting, maybe I want to say tomorrow, but whenever you have convenience, then we can kind of have you demo, sign up for the app as you would a restaurant, and then we can kind of go from there. And yeah.
Okay. We have a setup tomorrow. I do have time either Thursday or Friday at the same time, like 9.
Awesome. Yeah, Maurice, if you can pencil that in on our calendar, that would be awesome.
Thursday,
And I'm not
9
sure if I
p.
had anything else. Let me just make sure.
Julie, just to confirm, it's gonna be Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific time.
Mm-hmm.
Eugene, that's good for you too?
That is great for me. Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna put
Okay,
it
let
in here.
me set that up for you.
And so I guess my other question is because I had someone else reach out to us regarding an app, almost like Uber Eats. I personally use Uber Eats a lot more than I would like to admit because I end up spending a lot of money on fees and taxes. And I hope my husband's not hearing this, but I do. And I did have another person contact me that they're also making an app similar to it, but it's their app and all that. So how do you guys market this app for to get people to know that it exists?
Well, the main thing that we're doing is it's mostly direct sales outreach. So we have a dedicated sales team that is reaching out to restaurants, and that's via a lot of different formats: email, cold call, DM, social media, etc. And
Mm-hmm.
also, social media is the fad nowadays, right? Yeah, Instagram, TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, everything short form. So that's pretty LinkedIn as well. So lots of short form content, about 7 to 8 posts per day on social media, and that's pretty light. But that's we have a small team, so I'm kind of managing the tech side, and Maurice is kind of doing what he does with the ops things like that. And we kind of split between the marketing and the sales outreach, so I kind of help out in each area.
Mm-hmm.
Just on the leadership side. So yeah, so that's pretty much how we're getting. Yeah.
I guess if we decide to move forward and it's something that works for us, because our, like I said, because our hours and our scheduling is so off from a restaurant, that it would be something that we could maybe add to our website, like a link where, order from here and it would take them to your app and then order from there. I don't know. I'm just,
Yeah. So yeah, if you wanted something as a bonus, we don't have this as an upsell yet, but as a bonus, I could actually redesign your website and definitely add that icon or that link that links over to us. But yeah, were you think
maybe
I would,
something, yeah, and maybe something that says, like for local customers, right? Like for local order, because it's so funny. Yesterday we got an order from a lady in Michigan, I think. she was ordering for her nephew that lives here like 10 minutes from us.
Oh,
And we did that and we ended up delivering. It was just 10 minutes from where we're at. But so we get a lot of orders like that. And then, but we also get a lot of orders, from people that live here locally. And if they have that option where they can go in there and they can see, oh, it's $5 plus a tip to deliver, then I'm for sure gonna, place my order.
yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's definitely something we can do. Yeah.
Awesome. That's something to keep in mind for me.
Yeah. I handle all the tech stuff. So, yeah, for sure. That's something I would be able to do no problem.
Okay. And then my brother actually he does websites and he created our website. So I can just message him too and say, hey, can you add this for me? Or you guys can communicate and you can send them whatever, in the future, once we get there.
Yeah, we can coordinate for sure.
And he actually lives in Arizona. He lives in Buckeye.
Oh, does he? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, we have about 8 minutes left. So, Maurice, did you have anything further that you wanted to add?
Honestly, this is um, this is a lot already that's been said. I just want to really emphasize that we're really looking for for local businesses that can help us shape the way the delivery is with this type of feedback. We know that everybody has different needs, and being able to partner with you is going to help us get obtain that information so that we can adjust, because one of the things that's extremely important in this business, I think in any business, is the ability to listen to what the users, the customers, like you do yourself for your own and your business. It's the same thing that applies to us. We want to listen to what you guys have. um, Gene is amazing in technology, already able to handle a lot of uh, issues or things that need to be rebuilt. Partnering with other people who already have worked on your website in this case really alleviates some of that workload and allows them to continue. But just listening and working together, because that's the only way that we're going to make our businesses grow. And I'm really excited to have the opportunity to work with you. But yeah, that's what I wanted to add right now. For now.
Awesome. Great. And I know we talked about delivery distance. And I don't know, Amado, if you remember, we mentioned that we do deliver. So we're in Chula Vista, Mission Valley's maybe like 14 miles out, and so like I don't know like what those fees would look like if we did need to deliver that far out from where we're at. So if you guys can get back to me when we meet on like what is the radius? Like what is like how far can a driver go and what would that cost look like?
Gene, or
That's an option.
So this is a question that we'll pretty much get back to you on, because it's something, since your business is, that's kind of factored into our model, but your business is structured a little bit differently, and it's
Mhm.
a little bit, I want to say, lower volume than what restaurants may be. So we can get back to you on that definitely before our
Okay.
next one.
Yeah, and if it is, and if it's not, that's okay. But that way we know, right? And we start thinking about, okay, well, they can only cover a 3 mile or 5 mile radius, but really, for the most part, we really, really need help. To like more than that, because the ones nearby I take or my husband drops off, but if we have to drive 20 minutes or 15 minutes from here, that's when it gets a little tricky.
yeah, and
Yeah,
it adds up. So yeah, we're gonna adjust it to your needs. But if you're already having customers who are calling for your product that far off, that speaks for what you're doing, and for us is being able to adjust it to our model. It's just looking at the numbers and making sure that it's on that side it's profitable for the drivers. But
Mhm.
it is very, we can adjust it. Our model is more local, high volume for restaurants, really fast. But your
Mhm.
product is a little different. But if, like I mentioned, if they're calling from farther than 20-30 minutes, that's
Yeah.
that's something we can adjust for your business.
Awesome. Well, the crazy thing is that we had a customer one time order a board. I'm not gonna forget. It was $35. A charcuterie board was $35, and they were so far up north. I think their delivery charge was either $25 or $30. I'm not kidding. Almost as much as the board. They paid it.
Yep.
They paid it. She was so happy. Like they didn't. So if we could lower that just a little bit, if we can, actually offer it because we don't right now. We're super limited. I mean, that would be great.
Yeah, I think if we can just find a way to do it that satisfies the customers, and like you said, it's profitable for the drivers too.
Definitely.
We want you to still be able to have those customers who want those who are farther out, right? We don't want you to lose those customers. So I think there's a solution.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. And so then we'll meet again on Thursday the 19th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Julie. So nice to meet
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Have a good
too.
day.
Okay.
Bye.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.